to another edition of SlingPaint. I'm Berto, that's Nims.
How's it going?
And today we're going to be unboxing the Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game core set,
the
new
Awakens.
core set,
Yeah,
the new core set.
Yep, it's not the original.
By Fantasy Flight Games. This thing is actually pretty cool because you know the movie's coming out, and they did a whole like different paint schemes and stuff, and new cards as well.
Yeah, new cards, new paint schemes,
Awesome. New
damage cards. So we're gonna just kind of do an unboxing for you guys today. Show you what's in there, what some of the cards are, the paint schemes, and go from there.
Show them what that box looks like, man.
Here's what we're looking at.
Nice. And it's different too because like the other core set's red when it says X-Wing and stuff.
Yep.
And this is all the blue scheme that's part of the whole Force Awakens. Let's unbox this beast.
Okay.
It's changing the camera angle so you guys can see what we're seeing.
It's plastic wrap for your protection and for her pleasure.
All right. What we got? What we
get
got?
that out of the way. Whoops. All right. So, like Berto was saying, it's all new. Same general rule principles, but new templates and stuff like that. So, first thing out of the box, you've got your movement templates, your focus tokens.
Well, the same, pretty much a lot of the same stuff.
Looks like the exact same.
One or two new things I saw.
Some
right
of the
there.
look at that.
New, probably from like for the mission.
Yeah,
type.
new mission stuff. Looks like new movement dial.
Asteroids look different a little bit too.
Yep, we'll go into those in a second.
All right. Always some more Fantasy Flight advertisements. Actually, Fantasy Flight's got a lot of cool games out there, and they got a lot of Star Wars games as well.
So they're just kind of advertising the different expansion packs, which we'll get into those at a later date. So new mission guide. Looks like they got 3 new missions in this one. Gives us something to do. All right, so they've included a learn to play in this one that they did not have in the original. So what this is, it's kind of more of a straight to the point rules.
Because I know they had remember they had the video that came out to show you how to play, so, which was very good, but it still wasn't like didn't have everything that you needed to learn to play, and you always needed help. So this is cool. So that's a new rule book
and a new rules reference. And I might have been mistaken when I said the learn to play wasn't in the original one. One of these wasn't. I'll have to go back and check though, just to be sure. I hate being wrong.
I think this one was in the old one. This learn to play stuff wasn't there. Or
well, no. This one has to be the new one because what this is, it's an alphabetical going straight down, acquired target lock, actions, activation phase, attack, attacker. So it's alphabetical.
Oh, they kind of broke things up.
Going through all the different maneuvers, the rules, glossary, definitions, stuff like that. So that actually comes in handy. This is something you can bring with you to your local gaming store, tournament play, whatever, a quick reference for the rules. So that's actually kind of cool because you and I tend to have some questions while we're playing.
Always.
So this is a nice little thing.
All right, cool.
All right, so we did that. We did the learn to play. Your standard issue dice.
Nice.
And the movement dial locks. Looks like we've got a new pack of cards.
Damage those. Okay, the damage cards and the upgrades.
Yep,
okay.
yep, damage and upgrades. We'll go into those in a second. Here's your new pilot cards. Looks like they got some new designs on those as well for the two different factions.
Yep.
All right, now let's get into this part. I think that's kind of what we've been waiting on here.
Show those new ships.
So the new ships. Look at this. We have a new paint scheme.
Whoa, look at that thing.
Well, it's blue.
That is pretty wild.
Hey, it matches my shirt.
That is pretty wild. I mean, you have to. I mean, all the ships that they come out with, the paint schemes on this thing, and they mass produce these ships. It's phenomenal.
The detail on these things is awesome.
Lock S foils in attack position.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. All right.
Let's see those TIE fighters because they got a brand new paint scheme too.
So there's 2 TIE fighters in this one, as you guys can see. They both. Go ahead.
Let me see one of these bad boys. Oh.
So they're both the same. Looks like the solar panels are a different color.
Yep.
The glass around the cockpit is a little bit different. I mean, the coloring overall is different. We'll show you guys a comparison between new and old in another video. Today we're just doing the unboxing.
And I like it where the cockpit is. It's like a little tint of red, which is pretty cool. And I knew, like, I'm hoping they're going to come out with, because what you see in The Force Awakens is, like, some TIE fighters have that red stripe. off the cockpit and stuff. I'm hoping Fantasy Flights comes out with some new ships. So worst case, I'm going to be whipping out my wife's nail polish and start decorating.
Custom do some
Exactly, do some custom designs.
All right, so again, it comes with just like the original core set. You get 2 TIE fighters and an X-Wing. You get your base pieces for them.
And the pegs and
little
stuff.
pegs for them. No need to go through those at the moment. Put all this back in this nice little case. And
it's cool that you get an extra set of dice, because like one of the things is like I always feel like you need like almost twice the dice, especially when you're running some of the big ships that have a lot of defense dice or a lot of attack dice.
Yeah.
So it's always good to have extra dice.
Yep. So you got 3 defense, 3 attack. Tell you what, let's go ahead. We'll get into these pilot cards and see what they got here.
Pilot cards.
So right out the bat, Poe Dameron is, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let's go ahead and do that.
Poe Dameron. While attacking or defending, if you have a focus token, you may change one of your focus results to a hit or an evade result. That's pretty cool.
So that's not bad.
Too. That's not
but
bad.
Look at the cost. 31 points.
31 points.
Right out of the bat. Oh, look. I got a new...
The emblem on the back, yeah.
So what is nice about this upgrade or these new cards, the X-Wing now comes with boost.
Yes, I noticed that. Yes.
Boost, target
That's why
lock,
it's more points.
And focus, yeah.
Yep.
Plus you get a couple more...
Upgrades.
Bottom
there.
Yep.
Yeah,
and it looks like there's a new one too.
Torpedoes, astromech. Oh, and that's the other type of mech.
Yep. See that?
I think it was called salvage mech, I think.
Well, we'll get into it here in a second.
Remember,
We'll figure it out.
Salvage mech.
All right, so
was it the Scum and Villainy set had?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's the one. Blue Ace.
So Blue Ace, that's the next one in line. The T-70 X-Wing. When performing a boost action, you may use the hard right or hard left template. So that's not bad.
That's not bad too, because you can do, instead of doing the slight right and slight, you can actually do the hard right.
Yep. So you can turn around a lot quicker instead of doing a swooping.
Very maneuverable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So you don't get the elite upgrade on this one, but he is only 27 points. Red Squadron.
Yes.
So that's just your basic.
But look at the point.
Low level.
26 points. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's got, that one has boost as well, right?
All right. So let's go back. The points are 1 point off.
Yep.
If you guys can see those. So 20, 27, 26. But the for 1 point, that one has the 26 has an elite upgrade, but yet the 27 does not.
And also the 27. Oh, you're good.
That's weird.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they both get it.
And that one also, the Blue Ace gets that ability too.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So actually, it could be a good thing from a Blue Ace perspective. You have one of those, you can get some free abilities.
Yeah, they're low pilot scores too. Well, low considering they're about halfway, 4 and 5. Where Poe, we didn't really go into that, but Poe's an 8.
Yep. And they're 3. It looks like they're 3-2, 3-3, just like the. Actually, no, didn't. On the X-wing, it was 2 shields, not 3 shields. This has got.
Yeah, we'll have to go back in and look at that.
I'm almost positive. Yeah.
I guess after they destroyed the Death Star, they said, we're just going to add some more shields now. So, all right, next in line, Blue Squadron Novus. So nice. This is a little
24 points, not bad.
Yeah, little noob who doesn't know how to fly. That'd be me. Always crashing into stuff. 24 points. You see the upgrades there. Yeah, not too bad.
Like that. And the TIE Fighters. Here we go. Some new stuff.
TIE Fighter. First one up is Omega Ace. It says, when attacking, you may spend a focus token and a target lock. A target lock you have on the defender to change all of your results to crit results.
Wow.
So look at what that says. You may change all of your results to crit results. That doesn't say hits. That doesn't say misses. That doesn't say focus.
You may spend a focus token and a target lock. So you got to do both. Lock, and you have a defender change all your results to criticals. Yeah,
but it just says results. It doesn't say
blanks. Doesn't say focuses.
So that's going to be interesting.
But the thing is with that is you actually have to acquire. You have to acquire a target lock the previous turn, and then get a focus on the next turn. Unless you have, can you take an elite upgrade?
Yes,
then you can get.
Well, if you do push the limit.
Oh, but you can't do Royal Guard where you can take 2.
Nope.
If you do push the limit.
That's going to be interesting.
Oh,
we're going to have to play with that one.
Yeah.
Because that's only 20 points.
That's not bad. You put a couple of those, like 4 of those bad boys on with some upgrades.
And something else to notice on this. This is a TIE fighter with a shield.
Shield, yep. I just noticed that, yep.
So
2, 3, 3, 1. And the hull's, the hull's the same. Okay, one shield.
Oh, and he gets a little... Besides the elite, he gets the, I guess, the salvage.
Is that it? Yeah, salvage mech, yeah.
These are interesting. So, Epsilon leader. At the start of the combat phase, remove 1 stress token from each friendly ship at range 1.
Oh, that would be good with the other guy if you do push the limit. Yeah.
Only 19 points.
Not bad. 2, 3, 3, 1.
Again, they get focus, target lock, barrel roll, and evade.
Now, the thing is, those you can use these with the other TIE fighters. You don't have to have the new TIE fighters, I'm assuming.
I think you do, because these say, if you notice, it says TIE/FO fighter.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay.
So we're going to have to look into that and do some rules clarification.
Okay. Interesting.
Because I think I read somewhere on the forums that you kind of do have to use these ships.
Okay.
But if you're playing at home, you know.
Right. You can use ships.
You and I, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So Zeta Ace. Here we go. Here's the next one. Pilot skill 5. When performing a barrel roll, you may use the 2 forward template instead of the 1 forward template. So that kind of works just like the decloaking for Whisper, right?
Yep.
So you get to move really far when you're doing a barrel roll, which makes for some really awesome arc dodging.
Yeah, exactly. Arc dodging, yep.
Again, pilot skill 5 on that one.
Okay.
So the ties so far started off with a pilot skill of 7, 6, 5, now down to 4. Which there are actually 2 of these cards, but they're the Omega Squadron. I'm just going to do that, just show you there's 2.
And the point value is 17, so that's not bad.
I got to figure out this camera. There we go.
2, 3, 3, 1. Okay.
All right, 17 points.
Yep.
Pilot skill 4. Again, there are 2 of those.
2 of those, because you have 2
just like the original one, because you have 2 TIE fighters in this set, so you can run them both at the same time.
All right.
And there are 2 of these as well. All right, just to show you, there's 2 of them. Okay. Whoops. So pilot skill 3, that is the Zeta Squadron pilot, TIE fighter. Basically, these are your I don't want to spend a lot of points cards, or if you're going to run a swarm or something like that.
Yeah, you fill up a couple of those.
So you got focus, target lock, barrel roll, evade, just like all the other ones, 16
and you got
points.
The astromech, salvage mech, I should say.
So each of these has that. That's an interesting little turn of events. There are a lot more Imperial cards than Rebels.
I think the other core set had a lot more too.
Here are 2 more. Pilot skill 1, the lowest you can get, and just Epsilon Squadron pilot.
But still has that 1 shield, 2, 3, 3, 1. 15 points. That's not bad. I think the lowest within the original course set was 12 points, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So this is 3 more points, but you get that one ability, upgrade ability,
and you get a shield. You get 1 shield,
and you get 1 shield. So you're paying for that.
So you've got for Imperial, you've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. You've got 9 total cards.
Wow.
Pilot cards out of this deck, this box for Imperial. For the pilot cards, and you've got 4 for the Rebels.
Okay.
All right. So that's the pilot cards that go with the ships. Next up, we're going to go into the damage cards and the upgrades. So
now, they said they did make some changes with those damage cards, right? That's what I heard.
Yeah, I believe so. Well, it looks like the color is a little bit different.
That's cool.
All right.
A little different hit,
added some little stars to it. Kind of spiced it up a little bit. All right, so in the package, they've got both of these in the exact same little bag here. We'll go through the damage cards first.
Anything that stands out real fast?
Let's see.
Shaken Pilot?
Shaken Pilot.
That seems new.
We might as well go through these. The Shaken Pilot.
During the planning phase, you cannot be assigned straight 1 maneuvers. When you reveal maneuver, flip this card face down. Okay. The Shaken Pilot. He's all shaken inside.
So you can't do straight. You always have to turn. So he's like, I gotta turn. All right. So there's 2 of those.
Yep.
Keep in mind, these are damaged. So when you get a critical hit, these are what you're going to get. All right, blinded pilot. There's 2 of these. Berto, if you will.
All right, you cannot perform attacks. What? After your next opportunity attack, even if there was no target for an attack, flip this card face down. So that's huge, too. That's a game changer.
Yep, so pretty much just like if you're stuck on an asteroid, you just can't attack.
Yep. And from what I understand is, like, I think you were telling me this, Joe, was that they're changing the rules. Like, any tournament players have to use these new damage cards.
That's how I understand it. If you have them, you have to use them.
Okay.
Because they have changed them a little bit. They made them a little bit more, crappy if you get them, I guess, for lack of a better term on that one. Damaged cockpit.
I think that's...
There's 2 of these, too.
Yeah, starting your round, you put your pilot skill value to 0. That's
the same as the old one.
Before, yeah. Stun pilot.
Stun pilot, 2 of these.
Stunned. All right, after you execute a maneuver, if you are touching another ship or overlapping an obstacle token, suffer 1 damage.
Yep. So that's kind of awesome. If you're flying in tight grouping and everybody's touching, or if there's a
whole lot of touching going on.
Yeah, everybody's feeling. Ooh, okay, just 1 of these. Console fire.
At the start of each combat phase, roll 1 attack die. On a hit result, suffer 1 damage, and this is an action. You flip this card down. So actually, you would have to take that as your action. So that sucks. That means you can't get an action. You have to use that.
All right, damage engine. There's 2 of these.
All right. Whoop,
I dropped it.
All right, treat all turn maneuvers as a hard left or a hard right as red maneuvers.
So that'll stress you.
Yep. Yeah, the biggest thing with crits, like even with that one, the new TIE fighter, man, if you make changing everything to crit hits, all your results to crits, crits are crazy, man. They can really screw with your gameplay.
Oh, they can knock you out in one shot if done correctly. Major explosion.
Oh, there we go. Roll 1 attack die. On a hit result, suffer 1 critical damage, then flip this card face down.
Nah. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Right?
So you get another card.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's almost like like that other previous core set where you get suffer 2 damage results.
Yeah.
So that's 1 critical damage. Wow.
So that's 1 crit that gives you 2 crits. That's potentially. That's crazy. All right.
Major explosion.
Weapons failure.
All right, when attacking, roll 1 fewer attack dice, and this is an action, which you got to take it. Roll 1 attack die on a hit or a crit result. Flip this card face down. Now, this is you don't have to take this action, because it's a choice. But in order to resolve that card and face it down, you can choose that as an action to turn it as a face down, so you don't have any problems going forward.
I think you have to do that though. If it says action, you have to do it.
Take that action.
That's your action.
All right, we're gonna have to look into that because that's
more clarification needed.
Yeah.
Keep in mind,
bigger rule book.
We just started playing, so all right. Major hull breach.
Sounds like the major explosion. It's a ship damage starting the round after you receive this card. All damage cards dealt to you are dealt face up.
Ooh.
Wow! An action. Flip this card down. Yeah, I would take that action right away.
Yeah.
That means any hits you get are crits.
Wow.
Yeah, they're throwing some serious damage. It almost sounds like they're making the gameplay faster.
They kind of need to. If you've watched any of our videos, they're a little long.
And we pause those videos, too, in between the planning phases.
Thanks for watching.
Yes.
All right, structural damage.
All right, ship card. Reduce your agility value by 1 to minimum of 0. Action. Roll 1 attack dice on a hit or a crit result, then flip this card face down. So that's pretty cool because... if you're attacking, and your enemy gets that card, their agility, they're not rolling. They're rolling 1 less defensive dice.
Yep. Or none, depending on if you got a Falcon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're screwed.
All right, 2 of these. I believe this is an old one too. Damage sensor array.
Yeah, your ship. You cannot perform any actions except actions listed to the damage card. And as an action, roll 1 attack die on a hit or crit result. Flip that card face down. Same thing. Yep. What's that one? That's
loose stabilizer.
Loose stabilizer. R2, can you stabilize?
You said 1 too many.
After you execute a white maneuver, receive 1 stress token, and then action flip this card down.
So
That's cool. They're giving you a lot of
more stress.
Yeah, more stress, more critical hits.
2 of those.
Okay.
Thrust control fire. That just gives you 1 stress token.
Yep. Then flip this card face down.
2 of those.
Oh, direct hits.
Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these direct hits.
7 direct hits. This is the one that was in the previous core set.
Yep.
Which is basically, see, the card counts as 2 damage against your hull.
Those hurt. Those hurt a lot.
Those hurt real bad, especially, yeah.
Those hurt really bad.
They hurt me. But all right, what we got for upgrade cards?
No, I cut you off. My bad. What were you going to say?
No, I said they hurt me. That's what I said. We're good.
All right. So, first one up, elite upgrade.
Elite upgrade. What we got? What we got?
It's called Wired.
Oh, when attacking or defending, if you are stressed, you may re-roll one or more of your focus results. Actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Interesting. That's only 1 point, too, so that's pretty cool. All right, here we go. The first droid up.
Yes, the new one. BB-8. Yeah, I'll let you read this one.
All right, when you reveal a green maneuver, you may perform a free barrel roll action.
That's huge.
So anytime that you're doing green to get rid of stress, you get a free barrel roll.
Now, that is unique, so you can only have one of them, unfortunately. So you can't have, like, 14 BB-8s.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got the little unique mark on it. Little dot.
Oh.
Yep.
I learned something new.
Yeah. What we got here? Another astromech. R5X3. Before you reveal your maneuver, you may discard this card to ignore obstacles until the end of this round. That might be good for you.
Yeah.
It's flying into asteroid. What asteroid? I got R5X3.
But then you lose them.
Yeah.
You can do it once.
That's true. You do it once.
You sacrifice your droid.
And he is a unique card, too. Yeah. He's got the little symbol on it. So you only have one of them, unfortunately.
All right. And then...
that's the same card, right?
Yep. Proton torpedoes.
Yep. Attack target lock. Spend your target lock and discard this card for performance attack. You may change one of your focus results to a crit result, range 2/3, and you attack with 4 dice. Point cost 4 points.
And then here's one of those.
Oh, that's the salvage mech. What is it? Let me see that. Weapons guidance.
Yeah, weapons guidance. Here we go.
All right. When attacking, you may spend a focus token to change one of your blank results to a hit result. Weapons guidance.
All right.
All right, 2 points. Not bad. All right.
So pause it for a second.
All right.
All right. So actually, we keep calling this a salvage mech.
Yep.
But that is actually a tech upgrade.
Symbol. Yeah, it looks very familiar. I can't speak today. It looks very similar to the salvage mech. I think it was for the villain area.
Yeah, so all the cards that have it on there that we kept calling it a salvage mech. Tech upgrade.
Yeah, we had to make sure we clarify that with you guys.
Did not want somebody calling us out.
They're going to do it anyway.
We're online. Everybody's
exactly.
Gonna call us out. So, yeah, we can go into these little templates if you want.
Let's break those bad boys open.
All right. Probably should have done that first.
You want some scissors? You got it?
Don't let me run with these.
No comment. Are you having difficulties?
A little bit. There we go. All right.
Oh, and you know what? I was just looking up while you're looking up here. Yep. Salvaged astromech.
That's what we were trying to call it?
Yes. And if you look at the symbol here, I was like, because that's why it looks very similar to me.
Gotcha.
See how, yeah.
Okay.
So it's 2 different symbols. Tech and salvaged astromech is for the villains and scum crew. So what do we got here?
All right. So you got your normal. That's your asteroids. You have some of your mission stuff.
What's that little dial over here?
I think that is the new base template for the X-Wing.
Oh, for like the maneuver dials?
Yep. What I'm noticing right off the bat, though, the asteroids are different sizes. Okay, you've got a lot smaller ones.
Different shape, yeah.
All right, you got some different shapes. Just to show you what I mean by different shapes.
They look a little bigger, too.
Look at the... All right. The other ones don't have those sharp points like that, so...
That actually will probably be really good for flying, because most of the other old ones were like circular.
Yep. So they also they changed the colors of the ship markers, the number, all the little numbers like the 4, the 6. They added a little bit of a yellow
hue to them.
Yep. Looks like a couple other little small upgrades as far as graphics.
It's pretty simple. What's on the other side?
Yep.
Same thing. Okay, so the colors change. Okay. All right. The dials and the plates.
The dials, maneuver templates.
Okay, so the dials are a little bit different. You got the new symbol, the new Rebel and Imperial symbols on them.
Yep.
Nice.
That is the back side to that.
Very nice, very nice.
Look at some of the maneuvers. They've changed a little bit.
Yeah, and actually those 2 TIE fighters, if you're looking at it, you don't have any soft rights, and then you have that new maneuver. See what it says to 2, right? Let me see if I can point that out. Right, actually, I'm going to pop, is it this one? Yeah. Just going to pop this one out. If you look at this, that new maneuver right there.
Yeah.
That, everybody can see that right where my finger's at.
Going a little bit closer.
That is that, yeah, if I can.
Here, watch, I figured out how to do it.
You figured out how to do it? All right.
There you go.
All right, so right where it says 2, that I believe is that new maneuver that you can do. Is it a K turn on a turn? Is
yeah,
that the one?
it's like a K turn, like you would normally do a U turn, but now you do it like, yeah,
on a curve. That's
which cool. I don't know.
So the TIE fighters do it, and then you
so here you go. Here, look at these numbers.
Got some new maneuvers on here too.
Here you go. What we were just talking about. Look at the number 2.
Yep.
So now you have the secondary maneuver, which is a K turn on a curve.
That's wild.
So that's pretty neat. A whole new level of flying here.
And then
great.
And the cool thing is also, if you look at the X-wing, the new X-wing, look at the maneuver on the 3s here. Check that out. Do you see the 3 maneuvers? They got a different symbol as well. You got one to the right and one to the left. Because that's a 4K turn, and then the 3 just.
Is it a 3K turn or is it a 3 something else?
Let's look. Take a look. Let's look it up.
Turn.
All right, so because we love these new rules here, so the Talon roll,
Talon, which is the number 3,
right? That symbol right there.
it's like a hard 90.
What it actually allows you to do is, if you see right here, you do the hard turn, right? It's a hard turn 3, but then you rotate your ship sideways, so the side of your base is actually touching that template, and you can move it up. So it's like a barrel roll.
Well, what they did was they learned how to drift after this, after the Battle of Endor.
So they went to what's that movie?
Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift.
That's technically what this is.
So this, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, this changes the game a lot. And then even that. On the TIE Fighter side, the TIE Fighter had...
Segnor's Loop is what they're calling it.
Which is basically a slight right or slight left K-turn.
Yep.
Right? So they're introducing a lot more action as far as these maneuvers.
Yeah, a lot more maneuverability for these ships. So...
This is going to be some insane fun. So especially with, like, because I know you like to dodge a lot of arcs, and you like to play a lot of that. This is definitely going to open up a whole new ball game as far as maneuvers.
Yeah, but I mean, at the moment, only these 2 ships can do it.
That's right. No, that's right.
Until new expansions come out. So we'll have to play with these for a little while and
see what happens.
Yeah, go from there.
All right. What else?
Let's see. We kind of went through all those just to show you the maneuver templates again, showing the new Segnor's turns or loops, whatever we just called it. I already forgot.
You got the basis for the.
That's pretty much it.
And the dials, and this is a mission thing up here.
Yep.
Other
than that, that's about it.
So that is the new core set for the Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures game for the Force Awakens, which is going to be coming out in theaters in a couple months. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Oh yeah.
And I know they're coming out with additional waves that will probably definitely support a lot of these ships. New paint, color schemes, paint schemes. I mean, these things are crazy.
Yeah. Let's show you these again.
Awesome.
I really like the colors better on this than I do the older ones.
Yeah.
you know.
Let's do this before we go.
red.
Let's actually pull out some of the old ones and see what they look like. Compare side by side.
Okay.
All right, let's do that. Let's go get some of those. All right, so we pulled out some of our older stuff here. So we wanted to do a side-by-side comparison. I mean, the new X-Wing definitely looks bigger and different. You can definitely see the backside. The engines are a little bit different. The wings are different. Of course, the color scheme is different. But the new one, I love the way the look of the new engines and the blue paint color scheme. That's pretty cool.
So again, new Force Awakens.
Old. This is the one that Luke drove. And this is the one that somebody else in the Force drove.
Poe.
Poe. Pretty cool.
All right, and
all right, what do we got for the... We put that away. All right, so this is the old one. And that's the new one. You can definitely see the difference.
There's definitely a difference.
Right?
These look more evil.
They do. Well, with that reddish
the black.
tint.
Yeah,
with that reddish tint and the black.
gray.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And size-wise, if you look at it, the original TIE Fighter looks like just like a hair bigger almost.
Yep.
Right? Am I seeing that? Is it an optical
Let's
illusion?
find out. They're the exact same size.
They are, so it's an optical illusion.
Yep.
All right. Pretty cool.
Pretty neat.
All right. So I think that's everything, right?
Yep. I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing of this, and soon you'll get to see us do a first round test of the new maneuvers and everything.
You know what? We should do that. Like you know, either you or I will be like one of the TIE Fighters, and you. Oh, absolutely.
We'll just run a core set. We'll run 2 TIE Fighters versus 1 X-Wing.
All right, sweet. All right, thanks everybody.
See you next time.
All right, bye.